Welcome. And as we get ready to close out free agency, we're going to we're going to highlight people that were signed by the Colorado Rockies. We'll also highlight a couple of other teams that made some big moves. Excuse me. First, we signed Avisel Garcia to a 5-year, $18 million contract. We signed Craig Stammen to a 2-year contract. Philip Urban got 5 years at $8.5 million. Pedro Strop got a 2-year contract. Sergio Romo got a 2-year contract. The reason why there's no value for theirs is because I ended up having to cut them. I ended up having to release them later due to the fact that I was over the roster. We see that Luke Molly signed a 5-year deal worth $12.5 million. Dwight Smith Jr. signed 5 years, $8.5. Maikel Franco got 5 years at $14.5. Carmen Malazinski got 1 year at $60K. Benny Dobbs got 1 year at $60K. Alex Avila got 2 years at $11.8. I'm looking to see if we have anybody else that was, big as far as contract number. We got a bunch of numbers that were case. That was pretty much it. Let me see. Who else? Let's see. Let's go ahead and look at Let's go ahead and look at the other teams in our division. We're going to highlight the Dodgers. They picked up Josh Reddick on a 1-year deal worth $1.83 million. They signed Jonathan Villar to a 2-year deal worth $5.8 million. And that is about the extent of what they did. The Padres signed Todd Frazier to a 1-year deal worth $1.21 billion. A lot of other deals that were minor money deals. They really didn't. Oh, and they signed Kendall Graveman to a 1-year deal worth $3.3 million. Let's see who else. We got the Dodgers. We got us. We got the Diamondbacks here. Gregory Polanco signed a 1-year deal worth $1.54. D. Strange Gordon signed a 1-year deal worth $2.18. Let's see. Jeremy Jeffers got 1.4 for 1 year. And that looks like that is... Cam Gallagher got 1.2 for 1 year. Tyler Thornburg got 1 year at 1.1. And they signed Antonio Senzella for 1 year worth 3.6. Let's see. Padres Giants signed left fielder Yoshimito I can't pronounce his last name. 1 year, $6.7 million. And that was it. A lot of these other deals were small. Let's see. Orioles didn't really make any major moves other than signing Jonathan Holder to a 1-year deal worth 1.7. A lot of their deals were low-tier deals. Red Sox signed Robbie Ray to a 1-year deal worth 4.3, and Ross Stripling to a 1-year deal worth 3.7. Yankees kept it on the cheap side, it looks like. Yep. They didn't sign anybody worth, well, a lot of money. Rays signed Cole Calhoun to a 1-year deal worth $3.1 million. And that's about it. Blue Jays signed Steven Souza Jr. to a one-year deal worth 2.9. Steve Cishek got a one-year deal worth 1.4. Heath Hembree got a one-year deal worth 1.2. And that's about all. White Sox, they signed Ben Gamble to a one-year deal worth 1.9. And that looks like that's about it. The Indians signed Juan I can't pronounce these last names sometimes. Juan Nicaso to a one-year deal worth 1.1 million, and Jake Marisnick signed a two-year deal worth 12.6. Greg Bird signed a one-year deal worth 1.4. Tigers signed Miguel Rojas to a one-year deal worth 2.34 million, and the rest of their deals were, well, under 100K. Royals signed Jose Iglesias to a one-year deal worth 2.8. They signed Joe Panic to a deal worth 4.8 million, and Andrew Cannett got a one-year deal worth 1.3. Mike Fulton Ebbets got a one-year deal worth 2.4. The Twins signed Elise Escobar to a one-year deal worth 1.02. And they signed Yan Gomes to a one-year deal worth 4.1. And that is it. Astros went and got signed Jericho to a one-year deal worth 2.3. Brandon Drury got a one-year deal worth 1.3. And Manny Pena got a deal for a one-year contract worth 4.7. The Angels signed David Robertson to a one-year deal worth $2 million. Everybody else was pretty good. Charlie Culberson got one-year deal worth 5.7, and catcher Kyle Higashioka they signed him to a one-year deal worth 1.2. The A's didn't really do much of anything, and they signed Michael Taylor to a two-year deal worth 7.8. The one thing that is on here that is misleading because it's after November, they did manage to ink a deal with Max Scherzer. I will have to go in to their roster and pull up what that deal was, but I don't remember because I don't have the figures right now. Yasiel Puig got signed by the Mariners for 3.8. Tyler Anderson got a 5.9. Christian Walker got 1.1. And that's about it. The Rangers, they signed Wilmer Flores to a one-year deal worth 2.4. They signed Matt Carpenter for 1.55. And that's it. The Braves only signed Brandon Crawford to a one-year deal worth 2.06. Keon Broxton got a two-year deal worth 1.82. Nico Goodrum got a two-year deal worth 4.8. Travis Jakowski got a one-year deal worth $1 million. And Marwin Gonzalez got 3.9 to sign with the Braves. And Marlins kept it light. They signed starting pitcher UC Kuch. I can't say his first and last name to save my life. One-year deal worth $14 million. And then they signed Jeff Hoffman to a one-year deal worth 1.4. Mets signed Corey Dickerson to a one-year deal worth 4.3. They got G-Man Choi for 2.8. And that was about it. Let's see. 1.6 Brad Peacock. He signed with the Phillies. Drew Smiley got 3.4. Joe Ross got 2.2. Stephen Brock got 2.4. And Travis d'Arnaud got 5.9. The Nationals kept it light, except for Jock Peterson, who signed for 3.7. Cubs kept it light too, it looks like. Oh, they signed Mitch Haniger to a $3.6 million deal. The Reds signed Giannis Cespedes to a 1.12 one-year deal. Sandy Leon got 2.9 for 1 year. Andrew Miller got 3.3. Corey Guerin got 1.4. Adam Duvall got 4.9. Ronaldo Lopez got 2.7. Brad Boxberger got 1.5, and that looks to be it. Brewers signed Kevin Pulawoski to a 1-year deal worth 1.8, and Chaz Rowe to a 1-year deal worth $3 million. Pirates signed Ian Desmond, 1-year deal worth 1.42. That is about all. Oh, they signed Roberto Ozuna to a 5-year deal worth $70 million. Edwin Encarnacion got 1 year at 1.27. Austin Romine got 1 year at 2.6. And that was it. And that'll be it for all of those. We're going to take a quick look at the roster. Because, like I said, there was... we're going to start with the A's since I remember them. They signed Max Scherzer, and he got a 1-year deal worth $17.3 million. Trying to remember where Trevor Story. Trying to remember where he ended up. I think he ended up in Arizona. Let me see. I think it was Arizona, but I don't remember. Yeah, he signed a deal with Arizona. He got a big-ass contract. I don't actually know the figures for it. I'd have to look. He got a 7-year contract, $13.6 million. That's for the first year. I know it was over $200 million because it's 13.6, 15.9, 18.2, 20.5, 22.8, 25.1, and 27.4. If he inks out this whole deal, it's, let's see, he's 29 now, so 30, 31, 34, 35. So he would be 35, maybe 36 at the end of this deal. So, yeah. Let's see. What was awesome thing? There was a couple of other ones. Oh, there were some trades that went down. Hang on 1 second. There were some trades that went down that I wanted to go over too. Not really anything. There were a couple of ones that caught my eye. Kike Hernandez is going back to the Dodgers from the Red Sox. The Red Sox are getting Justin Turner and Clayton Beeter in exchange. There was one other one here somewhere. I'm trying to find it. that caught my eye. Okay, maybe not. It might have been one of the early ones. There was one in here somewhere that caught my eye, but that's about it, honestly. So, as it stands right now, well, we got some work to do. We're like I said, we're in the last day before we hit free agency, or before we hit spring training, actually, and we will open spring training against Arizona. A lot of people are going to be looking for spots. It's going to be interesting. Our rotation. Let's see. Our rotation, as it stands right now, we have, and this is just for the spring. We've got Herman Marquez, Josh Limbaum, Kyle Freeland, Austin Gomer, and Richard Rodriguez. Richard Rodriguez, no, he shouldn't be closing. He should be the freaking closer. Why is he? I don't understand why they do this. We're going to give the ball to Derrick Rodriguez, who is actually the son of Pudge Rodriguez. We're going to give him the ball, and we're going to see where this goes. We have basically we've got some work. We've got some starting pitchers that are going to be making a push for that rotation pieces. Depending on how things go in the spring, our rotation is going to look very, 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 very different. Going into the spring, this is the top 50 prospect list. Holy shit. This is the first look I've had at it, and damn, the Mariners are well, they ain't playing around. The Mariners have the top two prospects. Bobby Witt Jr. is the top prospect, and he's on the Mariners AAA affiliate. Julio Rodriguez is number 2. He is also on the AAA affiliate for the Mariners. Joe Wells is 18 years old. He is on the AAA level for the Angels. Mackenzie Gore is on the AAA for the Padres. Jarek Kelenic, who in real life is making his debut for the Mariners, I heard, is on the AA squad. Spencer Torkelson is on the Major League roster as it stands right now going into the spring. Bryson Stott is in AAA. Marco Luciano is on the majors. Grayson Rodriguez is in AAA. Matthew Allen is in AA. Matthew Liberatore is in AAA. Kelbert Ruiz is in AA. Oh, I'm sorry, he's on the Major League roster. Kristen Robertson is on AAA with the Diamondbacks. Luis Torlibo is with the Giants, and he is on the Major League roster. Corbin Carroll is in AAA. Ryan Weathers is on the Major League roster. Shane Baz is in AA. Simon Woods Richardson is in AA with the Blue Jays. Jason Dominguez is on the Major League squad with the White Sox. That's an interesting one. Tyler Freeman is on the Major League roster with the Indians. Ed Howard is AAA with the Cubs. Royce Lewis is in AAA with the Twins. Seth Corey is in Double-A with the Giants. The Marlins have J.J. Belladay on their Major League squad. Xavier Edwards is in Triple-A. Drew Waters is in the majors. For the Braves, Noel Marte is in Double-A with the Mariners. Pirates have Quinn Priester in Triple-A. As you can kind of see, the list it goes on and on. The Rangers have number 40, 41, and 42. Bubba Thompson, he is on the Major League roster, and Josh Jung is in Triple-A. And that's it. That is your top 50 list. There is nobody from the Diamondbacks. No, I'm sorry, there is nobody from the Rockies on this list, which to me is a little surprising. But we do have some we had, as far as I knew, we had some decent prospects. So Chase Vallot he's on the roster for the spring, so we'll see. Because we've got 5 catchers. We've got 5 catchers on the roster. Somebody is going to have to go. So, that will be it. It will be spring training baseball next. Like I said, we will open against the Diamondbacks for the spring. As far as spring ball goes, I'm going to I'm gonna watch a couple of games, be involved in a few games, see how things go, and then we'll go from there. Just kind of see how the roster shakes out, so I can kind of get an idea on who I want up on the Major League roster, and who's gonna start the year in the minors. It kind of depends on how well spring training for a lot of guys goes. So we'll see. Until then, we will see you back with the next one, and we'll see what happens. Because we've got spring training ends March 30th, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens and how we do, because this is going to be a year that is going to tell me, well, frankly, whether or not I got a chance of even keeping a job. So until then, we'll see you with the next video for MLB The Show's Colorado Rockies franchise.